Hey, it's Tiffany from Studying Promises. We are studying this month the Beatitudes from the book of Matthew, and they're also found in the book of Luke if you'd like to read them there. But we're reading in Matthew chapter 5. I'm going to read them from the NIV. It says, "Now when he saw the crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him, and he began to teach them, saying, 'Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven, for in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you.'" So today we're talking about the first one, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." And thinking about what that means, the poor in spirit, I did a lot of kind of digging, and there was some disagreement about what that was actually talking about, whether it was talking about being poor financially, because in the book of Luke it just says blessed are the poor, or whether that means something different. So I'm going to go with what it says in the Message. I know Gina has read that the last two times. From the Message Bible, in this section, it says, "Blessed are you when you're at the end of your rope." And so when I think of being poor in spirit, that's the definition that comes to mind, is being at the end of your rope, or being at a place where you know that you can't do anything else and you have to rely on God. Then we can be blessed, because the kingdom of heaven is then open to do what God does best, and He takes care of things for us. It's out of our hands, and we give it to Him, and He is the answer that we need. So when we are at the end of our rope, when we are poor in our spirit, we can't do anything else in our own power. We are blessed because ours is the kingdom of God. The entire kingdom is at our disposal then for God to bless us with. And I was thinking of an example of this, and I thought of the woman who had the issue of blood. If you know that story, she had an issue of having this illness, this disease, for 12 years that was causing her to bleed and causing all kinds of problems for her. And she had been to all sorts of doctors and different people trying to help her, and instead of getting better, she continued to get worse. And she heard of Jesus, and when she got an opportunity to get near Him, she was able to just touch the hem of His clothes, and that brought her healing. Her faith in believing that He could heal her brought the healing to her, and she was at the end of her rope. She knew there was nothing she could do in her own power to fix this problem, but at that point she knew that He was the answer, and she was blessed by that. In fact, I heard a message on that story a while back, and she is the only person that is ever called daughter. And so that's a pretty amazing thing if you want to go and read that story, to know that, she was at the end of her rope, and even others would have told her that she couldn't even approach Him because she was considered unclean. So she dare not touch Him, but she knew He was her answer. And so regardless of what other people would have said to her, regardless of what the traditions would have told her, she approached Jesus and got the healing that He had for her. So blessed are you when you are at the end of your rope, or blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So we will be back next time and talk about the second beatitude. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. See you later.